All right, here we go. We're going to talk about something very important, getting in a groove, not a rut. How do I know which one it is? Well, is it taking you where you want to go? Is it keeping you on track? Is it making things easier and not harder? Are you accomplishing your goals? Now, sometimes it's a physical thing that you can actually tell, like getting into a nice groove on the road and helping that letting it help you along. Or if you're trying to go across that road and there's a groove track, you might think it's a rut because it's impeding you from getting where you want to go. Cross country skiers, you got to get in the groove. You got to have the groove track to really accomplish things. I looked up synonyms for rut and it actually said groove, track, hole, trench, habit, trough, routine, furrow, daily grind, treadmill. If you look at those words, I'm not going to agree with all of them because to me, it's the intent, it's the mindset around it, it's the goals. If it's getting you where you want to go, it's a groove. If not, it's a rut. A habit. Habits can be good or habits can be bad. Routine can be good or bad depending on your mindset. A furrow can be good or bad. You make a furrow when you're planting your crops. We want to plant our crops. The daily grind, that doesn't sound good. A treadmill. Some people would dread getting on a treadmill. Others enjoy it. And they have daily routine or habit of physical exercise on a treadmill. And it's a good thing to them. It's their mindset. That's what's most important here. If you do reading on I'm going to digress a little bit, but on who survives in tough situations, it's those with the right mindset. You can have all the tools, all the equipment, everything like that. If you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to make it. So again, this can be positive or negative. It's about your mindset and if it's helping or hindering you. Set clear and smart goals. Okay, so part of the determination of whether you're in a groove or a rut is it getting you where you want to go? Well, if you don't know where you want to go, it's going to be hard to tell. So set clear goals. Where do you want to go? They have to be specific. Write it down. Be very specific about what your goal is going to be. Don't be vague. Measurable. Again, if you want to track it, if you want to achieve it, you got to measure it. You got to be able to see progress to keep encouragement and to know when you've actually arrived. Make it achievable. Now, that doesn't mean too easy, but it's got to be something you can actually do. If it's impossible, it's not a good goal. Make it relevant. You have to know the why of things. That'll keep you inspired and encouraged. And if it's not relevant to your life, then it's not a good goal. And make it time bound. Set a finish line. How will you know you've gotten there, and when will you want to get there by? So those are some clear things. And you can look that up. Look up SMART goals, and there's lots of information about how to do this, and you might find something that resonates with you on that. But make your goals SMART. You have to find a balance between challenge and skills. So again, you don't want something that's too easy. You're not going to get growth if it's too easy. If you're very strong in a certain aspect and you just do, light curls for biceps or, go for a light little walk and it's too easy, you're not going to grow. You may enjoy it, but you're not going to get growth from it. If it's too hard, you're going to fail every time and you're likely going to give up. You have to find that balance between that. Growth, remember, happens in the uncomfortable zone. Some things get stronger even after a break. Like your bones, they grow back stronger. Your muscles, that's when you get uncomfortable with your workout and you're uncomfortable the next day because you have sore muscles. That means your muscles are saying, whoa, I got to get bigger and stronger because I'm being tested here. And so you get bigger and stronger. So find that balance. Again, that goes back to having those SMART goals. Make it achievable. Not too easy, but not too hard. Reflect regularly and get feedback. So think about what you've done and where you're going. After, if you are conducting exercises on your plans or for a company or for other things you're doing, do a lessons learned and a debrief on it, and then actually implement action items. Um, how did, even if it's reflecting on something you're watching, you just watch a movie, you say, oh, I'm gonna watch this good prepping movie, um, the day after, or read a good prepper book. Reflect on it. What did you think about it? What lessons can you take away from it, and work those into your goals? And don't just reflect. This is why I love this picture. And you see it all the time. Dancers, right? They, if they're training by themselves or with a coach, they use mirrors so they can get instant feedback, from themselves on what they're doing, watching their posture. You see it in the gym as well, right? Um, Mirrors for workouts and that. When you want that instant feedback and to be able to critique yourself, you got to reflect on things. How did that feel? What did I think about the exercise? I tried my plan out. Did it work? Did it not work? But also having that coach. Now, one thing I do like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, for his posing, you don't get to that level of dominance without reflection and feedback. And, if you watch some stuff on Arnold, he took ballet lessons to learn how to pose. He got a ballet coach who would help him with that. And, arguably, especially at the time, nobody did it better. So, and get a community, get people around you for that feedback. People you can talk to, people that can keep you inspired, give you ideas, keep you accountable, right? It's fine unless you're very, very disciplined. That's why they say, write stuff down, post it up, tell somebody about what you're doing. It's hard to stay motivated if you don't have someone to say, here's what I did this week for my prepping, for my exercising, for my dieting. And diet's not a bad word. It's just, it's got a negative connotation. It's like budgeting. Budgeting's awesome. You got to do budgeting. That doesn't mean you're restricted to something. It just means you're tracking it and you've got your goals. Get a coach. Get someone who's been where you want to be or has done what you want to do, that can help you, inspire you, provide you that constructive criticism and feedback. I was just talking with a dear friend that I used to work with, and we still are in regular contact. And, we were talking about how we could disagree with each other and still do it respectfully, and how it led to better products for the company we were with. And it enhanced our friendship because we knew we could do that. We could challenge each other and get to that. Or same thing with the workout. Have someone spotting you. Give me one more rep. Give me two more reps. I'm here to help you if you can't do it. Get you through this. Challenge you. Help you grow. Very, very important, that reflection and feedback. Again, and that's doing debriefs, lessons learned, critiquing yourself, jotting down notes again about books, movies, your plans, where you want to go, all of that stuff. Very important, critical to have that mindset. So don't get stuck in a rut. Get into the groove. Grooves keep you on track. So that's why I like this image. I mean, is that groove in that racetrack? Is it a groove or a rut? Well, if that car wants to stay on that racetrack, go fast, even in tight turns, that groove is what it needs. It keeps it accomplishing its goals of staying on the track and attaining the highest speed. If it's not supposed to be on that track, that is a rut. That's not good anymore. Coaching, feedback, community. I'm going to expand a little bit. If you want to talk about getting coaching, getting some constructive feedback, enhancing your community, send a comment, about this video, or email me at riskready101@gmail.com. You can talk to a passionate, certified professional who walks the talk. I hope you like this. Share and subscribe, and we'll talk to you.